Get obsessed with the work, not the results. Most people say they want success. They talk about goals, dreams, and the life they imagine living, but very few develop the one thing that actually creates that life: an obsession with the work. Not the outcome, not the applause, not the recognition. The work, the process, the daily grind that nobody else sees but everyone benefits from. Because results don't show up because you wish for them, they show up because you built habits that force them to appear. When you get obsessed with the work, something powerful happens inside you. You stop chasing the finish line and you start understanding the path. You realize that the person you become in the process is worth far more than the trophy. You understand that success is not something you wait for, it's something you earn moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day. The world sees the outcome, only you see the hours you invested when no one was clapping. And that is exactly why you must fall in love with the work more than you love the reward. Most people quit because they only love the idea of success, not the responsibility of success. They get excited by the result but discouraged by the effort. They expect progress without discipline. They expect growth without consistency. They expect the mountain to move while they stand still. But life does not work like that. Life pays the obsessed. Life pays the disciplined. Life pays the ones who show up even when they don't feel like it. When you get obsessed with the work, you stop needing motivation because discipline takes over. Discipline becomes your engine and consistency becomes your power. And when you stop focusing only on results, you become unstoppable. Because results are slow, but your work can be daily. Results take time, but effort is always available. Results can be unpredictable, but your commitment can be absolute. When you shift your identity from someone chasing success to someone building success, everything changes. Your energy changes, your habits change, your standards change. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop giving power to excuses. You stop waiting for the perfect moment because you realize the moment you work is the moment that builds you. Being obsessed with the work means you understand a simple truth. Success is not built in events. It is built in routines. It is built in the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the repetitions, the practice, the discomfort, the discipline that never gets posted. When you fall in love with this part, the world eventually falls in love with your results. But you don't work for the applause. You work because it transforms you. You work because it builds a stronger you. You work because the grind forces out your potential. Every champion, every legend, every high achiever has done one thing consistently. They made the work their obsession. They showed up when they were tired. They stayed committed when progress was slow. They kept going when others got discouraged. Not because they were lucky, but because they refused to quit on the process. Success is not about intensity for one day. It's about consistency for years. It's about going all in on the daily actions that lead to transformation. Ask yourself today, are you obsessed with winning or are you obsessed with working? Because one will give you excitement, the other will give you results. One fades quickly, the other builds a life. One is a feeling, the other is a commitment. You cannot control the timing of results, but you can control your effort, your focus, your habits, and your dedication. And when those are unshakable, success becomes unavoidable. If you want to change your life in 2026 and beyond, shift your focus. Make the work your priority. Make the process your obsession. Get addicted to learning, improving, building, creating, practicing, growing. Get obsessed with small improvements. Get obsessed with becoming better today than you were yesterday. That is where real success lives, in the invisible work that creates visible results. So today, make a decision. A real decision. Choose to stop chasing shortcuts. Choose to stop waiting for the perfect result before you give your perfect effort. Choose to become the person who shows up even when it's hard. Choose to do the work that most people avoid. When you get obsessed with the work, life starts opening doors you didn't even know existed. Progress speeds up. Opportunities grow. Confidence rises. And success stops being a dream and becomes something you walk into with certainty. Your job is simple. Show up, work hard, stay consistent, and let the results take care of themselves. Because when you get obsessed with the work, success has no choice but to find you.